Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, another day with another SoFi stock update. You know the drill. We're going to break down the charts, how we did today, key levels that I'm looking at, what I'm looking to do. But before we actually do that, don't forget to grab your free stocks from Moomoo. Use that link down below or just go to stocks.com/Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat. And if you fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And each of those are valued up to $2,000. And listen to this, guys, the best part of the promo: fund your account at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks. You also get a free share of either Tesla stock, which is in the mid 200s right now, or Expedia stock, which is around $120 per share, which is insane. So feel free to use that link down below. And of course, full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So SoFi and the entire stock market today, which you all probably know, everything was all over the place because of the Fed meeting, the press conference, and the fact that we got yet again another 25 basis point rate hike, which we covered in my last video a little bit. Now I think the rates are at the highest level they've been at since 2000 or 2001, whatever year that was, but they're at a 20-year high, 20-plus year high. So everything was all over the place. We had the Russell up 0.75%, the Nasdaq went down 0.4%, the S&P broke even, the Dow went up a little bit, barely, about 0.25%. We had the VIX, funny enough, go down about 5%, as SoFi actually inked out a green day 2% after getting clobbered earlier in the day. So let's break down a little bit of what I'm seeing, key levels that I'm looking at now as we're heading into Thursday and Friday, pretty much the the latter half of the week here. So again, SoFi went up 19 cents on the day, over 2%, and it closed at $9.52. Not bad. And you can see it was a day full of volatility. We opened up at around 925, and mind you, in the pre-market, we were at 940, so we sold down at 925, then we popped that open to about 950. That was a pretty decent move, or a sizable move of around 2.5–3%. Then we plunged back down, and we actually took out the lows from open, which we hit 925 at open. We hit 921 about an hour later. When was that? Maybe like an hour and a half later, we hit 921. So we took those lows out, and then we pretty much rallied for the rest of the day. You guys can see here, if I come back to the intraday and zoom in a little bit, we rallied for the rest of the day. We hit 921. Then we closed at 952, which was a move of 31 cents, or percentage-wise, about 3.5–4%. Pretty good move after getting clobbered in the morning, heading into 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Pretty good move and pretty good way to close off the day, if you ask me. And the fact that we actually took out the highs from earlier today with that close, that big move at the end of the day, that's a phenomenal sign. I mean, we hit 947, I think, is the peak from earlier in the day. Now that I'm looking at this, wait a second, we hit 947 at about 2:45 p.m. as well. And let me draw this out. Does this not look like a triangle? It looks like a triangle to me, guys. So we broke out of that. And now, by the looks of it, if we continue on this trajectory, now that we broke out, the triangle is kind of playing out on the intraday, SoFi could arguably start going towards 970, 975 again, 980, which was the high from yesterday. You guys probably remember yesterday, we had a pretty good first half of the day, then we plunged into close. So now that we broke back over, 950, we closed over it. Let's see if this gap could fill right here up to 975, 980. That's what I'm looking at, guys, and you can see it here on the 5-day, 5-minute even more. I mean, if I clear or just remove this drawing, 975 was the high from the 21st of this month as well. So that's a critical spot for SoFi, stemming back from not only yesterday, but from a couple trading days ago as well. So if that were to break, again, from that point, which we've covered before, but I'll mention it again, we could start going $10 flat. If that were to break 10.13, 10.15, these are key levels that we could start pushing to, at least in my opinion. And mind you, we have earnings coming up here very soon, which could go either way. You all know how that goes, especially with companies like SoFi. We have earnings coming up. Oh my gosh, I think this Monday, man, it's coming up. It's coming up. So that makes tomorrow and Friday even bigger, guys, even more important, because these are essentially the last two trading days before earnings season. And with how hype this stock has been, I feel like we could, we could maybe get some antsiness, or maybe it starts breaking out heading into Friday. I don't know. We'll see, which again, Friday is the last trading day before earnings come out on Monday morning, which we're going to cover, of course, on this channel. So make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 30,000 subs, by the way, guys. And subscribing is completely free. Feel free to do that if you guys want to see more content from my channel. I appreciate you all as always. And here on the 1 hour chart, you can see we are bouncing off as of today the 180 SMA and the 50 SMA, which is a really good sign overall for the bulls. And if I clear the drawing set, and let me get the channel tool out, we'll be able to see we're trading in this channel right here, where, I mean, let's be honest, we're not breaking out of it yet, but we're slowly showing signs of, again, popping off the 50 SMA, the 180 SMA on the 1 hour chart. Now let's see if we can get the full-on breakout, which could be anywhere from, 970, 975, 980. That's where we could start taking off. So let me actually set my alert at 980 for now. Mark is at we're above. And like I mentioned, if we start breaking 980, $10, then we can start going to 1015, which was that point of resistance from the 19th of this month. Then we could start going to the high from about a month and a half ago, being 1025, and who knows where it could go from there. And with earnings coming up again on Monday, guys, we have to be very careful, mindful of that, and be ready for volatility. That's all I got to say. We have to be ready for volatility. And here on the 4 hour time frame, let me zoom in a little bit. You can see, which this is a really good sign for the bulls, we are getting a bounce off of the 180 moving average. And now with today's green day, which we had a pretty all over the place day for the stock market, but with today's SoFi green day, we close over the 50 SMA as well, which is great, but it all comes back down to that channel on the 1 hour chart, right? On the 30-minute time frame. You can see it right here. This needs to break, and if it does, we break 980, massive leg up could be coming, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for on SoFi. Now, is it guaranteed? Of course not, guys. Please trade at your own risk. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but it's in the cards for sure, and I'm watching it as we're getting closer to earnings. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm going to keep it quicker in this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button as well. You might as well. It's free. And if you want to help out the channel a little bit further and you want to get some free stocks, it's a win-win. Use that Moomoo link. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, using that link down below, you get 5 stocks right off the bat. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys. If you fund your account at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which, guys, makes this promo a no-brainer. So use that link down below. And of course, full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. You get your free stocks, and again, it helps out the channel. I appreciate you all. It's a win-win. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.